In this exercise, I want us to use the feet tripod. So the big toe joint, the little toe joint, and the outer edge of the heel. And I want you to just put some resistance against the blocks and feel the energy coming from the feet to the ankles, across the calves, to the knees, across the hamstrings and quads, to the pelvis. So feel the connection between your feet and your pelvis. And just resist the ground slightly as you breathe. Don't forget to breathe. So as we breathe here, I want you to just think of your sit bones. And I want you to feel the weight distribution. Are you feeling more weight on one sit bone more than the other?
I don't know.
Just breathe and feel your right sit bone. And then breathe and feel your left one.
Okay.
So which one was easier to feel?
The right one.
The right one. It means we have maybe more weight on the right sit bone. So you have more weight on the right sit bone here. So let's do a nice exercise. So from the hips, I want you to rotate like a clock, like this. So put more weight on the right sit bone and then put more weight on the left sit bone and feel how much lighter it gets, the other sit bone, and then come like this without leaving the ground. So you're not lifting the hips, you're just like a clock and not moving from the upper body, you're moving from the hips. Perfect. Now as you go sideways, I want you to slow down the movement. Slowly. The range is getting smaller, moving from the hips. So you might feel some stretch across the hip here as you're moving, which is a good sign. And then come and stay somewhere in the middle where you feel both sit bones equally. So now we have felt the two extremes and we're slowly moving to find the middle where we feel it doesn't have to be 100%, but it feels more balanced between the two sit bones. Is this the place for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Perfect. So now let's stay there and come back to activating the feet. Just make sure that they're still active, okay? The tripod. And from there, I want us to start working on the anterior pelvic tilt we have worked on before. So just turn from the hips, turn forward and come forward. The upper body can come forward too as the pelvis goes into anterior tilt. So move your pelvis forward. Yes, you come a bit forward. Exactly. And feel the activation as you come back as well. So if you want to think about the sit bones, as you go anterior, the sit bones will go behind you towards the wall. And open, exactly. So you feel a stretch in the glutes. And then as you come back, the sit bones come back under you and you feel a bit more contraction, but not so much squeezing. It's just a little bit more tone in the glutes. So you're stretching the glutes as you go back and you feel the sit bones behind you and then you bring them under you and have a little bit more tone, but you're not squeezing. You're not contracting like this, okay?
Yeah. So when I go like this, my glute will relax, right?
Exactly. It will stretch and relax, expand. You will go inside that glute tissue.
Okay. Yeah, I feel it.
Good. Now we can do the posterior part. So instead of your sit bones going back behind you, they're gonna go under you towards me. So yeah, exactly like that. And then they're gonna come back under you. So then the glutes will contract even more as you come towards me, the sit bones coming towards me in this direction, and then they will come back to their normal tone. So when we're standing or when we are in neutral, the glutes are not contracting as if we are in a posterior tilt, nor are they completely relaxed when we are in anterior. They have tone in the middle. So that's why we're going now to extreme ranges. and coming back to neutral. We're defining neutral for our body and our brain. Keeping the activation of the feet and the connection through the entire leg.
Yeah, without it, it's hard
Mm-hmm.
to control.
Exactly, because you need that gravity. You know, you need that resistance to gravity, that force. Now I want to do the full range. So from the sit bones under you, send them behind you, expand those glutes, bring them back under you, and then come all the way towards me and contract. Keeping that activation in the feet, keeping that resistance to gravity. So we're going now full range. Like a swing, we're swinging.
Yeah, and when I go like this, I feel more activation in my abdominal.
Great. The core is engaged. That's amazing. So we're going back and then coming back. So the sit bones are moving now. Behind us and coming closer together. So they're expanding and going further away, and then they're coming closer together till the end of the range there. So look straight ahead, don't look sideways, because then your neck will compensate. If you're looking here, the neck will turn this way. If you look there, it will turn that way. So just look straight ahead. Keep the breathing happening. Don't hold your breath. Keep it relaxed. If you want to slow down, you can slow down. It doesn't have to be quick. You keep looking sideways. The next part is, just as you have your feet active, I want you to put more weight on one foot. Feel the energy coming all the way up to the hip as the hip hikes a bit slightly up. This one stays down, so you feel like it's a little bit of a tilt, like sideways. Lateral tilt, yes. And then relax this foot and do the same for the other foot. So put more effort, more energy in that foot. Allow the hip to hike up slightly and feel this lateral rotation like this. This feels really nice. And also feel it in the glutes. You know, the glutes is hugging.
To shake here a little bit.
Ah, that's great. So something new is activating. Since this is why we actually started with checking out which weight you have more, you know, on which sit bone. That's why I put you in the middle, and then from the middle we started moving, you know, and that's why this part is shaking, because usually it's under recruited since you have a preference for this side. So this is good. This is a good sign that we're activating both sides more equally than usual. Great. So after doing the lateral, now you can just relax and come back in the middle and breathe. How does it feel now being back to the beginning?
Yeah, I feel more active muscles. I have more awareness of my sit bones and the muscles around it.
Perfect. All right, so this one you could do every day, and you could do 5 of each. So basically you could do the posterior 5 times, and then anterior 5 times, and then full range 5 times, and then you could do this side of the lateral lifts 5 times on each leg. And don't forget to breathe.